So I'm going to change the gearbox differential oil on the 968, and I'm just starting to jack it up and put it on wooden blocks. You've got to really get it level to do the oil change, so not necessarily that easy at home in the garage, but I've started to jack it up just on the jacking point here, and then I've put blocks just under the suspension anchor point, which you probably can't see. Here you can, just there. So jacking point just here, and then I was able to put blocks under the jacking point at the front. It's not completely level, but it's not bad. So now I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, the car's now up with one solid 5 bits of wood under that jacking point, then 6 bits of wood under the suspension mount, and on the other side, same thing, 6 bits of wood under the suspension mount, nice and solid. Can't move it, and 5 bits of wood under the front jacking point. So underneath we now have the differential gearbox drain plug right underneath, and then the fill plug just there next to the drive shaft outlet at the back. I'm back passenger side on this right hand drive Porsche 968, so you can see I need to fill there and drain there. So we need to make sure that the filler plug can be undone before we undo the drain plug, or else we won't be able to refill. So I've also had to take the rear wheel off, and that's really so that I can get, it's a lot easier now to get to that fill plug just there. I've got a long, you're going to need a long funnel, something like that. So now I know that I can reach and I can access everything. I'm going to attempt to undo the drain plug and the filler plug. So I'd read that the drain plug size is a 17mm hex, but I'm just looking now. Luckily I've got these, this set of sump plug removal tools, and I've just tried. 17 is way too big. I've just tried the 10mm, and that seems to fit perfectly. Certainly in the filler plug, I'm just going to go and try it in the drain plug, I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure it's the same, so I'm just going to try that. Okay, so I've crudely used a small socket and spark plug extractor tool and my extension to just extend the leverage on the small socket, and I've managed to undo you can see I managed to undo this. The filler plug is now moving. You probably can't see, but that's moving nicely, so that is undoable. Got the oil drain pan underneath the drain plug, and I'm just going to see if I can break that one. Did it? That's draining, or almost drained. Before I wipe clean the drain plug, this is what it looks like. So is this normal? It's probably normal for a certain number of miles, I guess, but this is, I don't really know when this was last changed, this oil, so main reason I'm changing it. But yeah, I don't know if this is a good sign, bad sign, normal sign. Comments much appreciated. So I've now given the drain plug a good clean, obviously to take away all those metal filings. So yeah, here's the washer. Just need to clean that one off as well, but that goes back on here. So this is the filler plug. I've cleaned it already. There's a washer as well. I've cleaned it already, but it was pretty clean. Obviously no magnet on this one anyway. So I've just cleaned that one. So it's ready to go back in once I've filled the transmission case. So I've got 3 litres of this Castrol Transmax Universal. It's 75W90, which I Googled and seems to be the right consistency. And then the other things that seemed to be important was the GL4, GL5 rating. I'm not too sure what that means. I think it's the quality of something or other. Comments appreciated. But it was reassuringly expensive at about 60 New Zealand dollars per litre. I've got 3 of them, remember. Was it 60? Actually, may have been more, maybe been 65. But that's about £30, £35 per litre. What's that in US dollars? Probably about maybe $40, something like that, per litre, US dollars. So I've got this kind of a setup now to refill the oil. I've got this long funnel here. I've just got it resting on a piece of wood between the exhaust and the rear drive shaft. So I'm just, as you can see, I've put a bigger block so I can get more of an angle on the funnel, and then I'm just squeezing the oil in. It's going to be a bit of a slow process, but it's going in, it's not dripping. I'm just squeezing it into the funnel slowly, and I know that it takes, I think it's just under 3 litres, so I think it's 3 quarts or something. Anyway, so I'm just literally slowly squeezing this in so it doesn't come out this end of the funnel, and it's not dripping out of the filler either, so it must be going in. Okay, anyway, 2 more of these to go. Hopefully you can see, so I'm just on the 3rd, and it's just starting to come out of the case. Yeah, you can just see now it's just coming out. There you go. Hopefully you can see now, zoomed in, you can just see it dripping over the lip of the fill plug there. So there's still about 400 millilitres left in the 3rd litre bottle. So I'm going to go and take the funnel out and put the filler plug back in. I think that's as tight as I'm going to get it. Oh dear. I've read that some of these plugs can get quite gunged up and quite difficult to get your socket into, but mine were fine. But so the socket goes, you can see the socket goes all the way in pretty much. But if yours are gunged up, then maybe give them a clean out first. Just thought I'd show you the oil transmission fluid that came out. It's pretty murky, which I'm quite pleased about. Okay, all done. Got it down off the blocks carefully with the jack, just jacked it up and then pulled the blocks out one side after the other, and then just rolled it back slightly, taking the handbrake off to settle the suspension down. Now I'm just going to pack away quickly and take it for a quick drive. Please subscribe as it really helps, and see you next time.